studied 10 years just to pass the test, memorize the classics. Wrote the poems, did my best, got the government job that my family prayed for. Then I found out knowing things a hard door, cause now I see the wrong and I know the right, and I can't unsee it and I can't sleep at night. Easy to be quiet when you don't know, hard to hold your tongue when you know King made a call and the call was wrong. Everybody nodded and they moved, I got a paper in my sleeve, resignation signed. If I say this thing, I'm out, I've decided. Walk into the hall and my hands will say the thing out loud on a philo. 20 years of climbing gone and they moved in one breath. Brush is heavier than steel. That's the way to death. Office is a season name. Is a life. Grandkids gonna read this, so I write. The brush is heavier than steel. The brush is heavier. Oh, might lose it all today. But the words are what is real. The brush is heavier. It's heavier than steel. Power. Got a term limit, writing doesn't kneel. They sent me to the edge of the map, that's fine. Took my house and my rank and my line. Packed one thing when they made me go, brush and ink. That's all I know. Wrote more out there than I ever wrote inside. It's got a quiet that the palace can't provide. Half the best books came from a man in a shack sent away and wrote his way back. Power's got a clock, everybody knows minutes come in ministers. Go writing's got no clock, that's the trick. Paper slow, but paper sticks. My hand shakes when I hold the brush at night. Not from fear, from knowing that I'm writing, that these words gonna out me. Heavier than steel. That's the fee, office is a season name. Is a life, grandkids gonna read this, so I write. The brush is heavier than steel. The brush is heavier. Oh, might lose it all today. But the words are what is real. The brush is heavier. It's heavier than steel. Power. Got a term limit, writing doesn't kneel. Handshakes not from fear, from knowing these words gonna still be here. Heavier than steel, heavier than steel. Say the thing, that's the deal. The brush is heavier than steel. The brush is heavier than steel, yeah. Heavier than steel. Took it from a child, yeah. 12 years old on the throne, took it from a child. Brother died young and he left a little son, 12 years old with a crown too big to run. Loyal man behind him, holding up the state. I'm the uncle standing at the gate. I'm the strong one, I'm the one who fought. I got the army and the nobles bought. Only thing I'm missing is a reason to move. Reasons can be made, that's the truth. 1453, 10th month cold. Started at the loyal man's own threshold. One hammer swing in the country, crossed the line that night that I can't seal. Made my nephew give me what I couldn't steal. Called it a transfer, everybody smiled. Everybody knew I took it from a child. Ask me if I do it twice, I don't have a lie. Took it from a child, took it with twice I would. That's the crime. Took it from a child, took it from a child. Won the crown, lost the smile. Took it from a child, took it from a child. 17 forever in the file. Took it from a child, took it from a child. Ruled it well, but the record's wild. Took it from a child, took it from a child. Never gonna be reconciled. Made him a retired king, kept him alive. Then I made him a prince, then I made him die. Sent him to a river town, far and thin. 7 years old when the end came in. Here's the part that nobody wants to hear. I ran the country well, I made it clear. Fixed the border, built the law, held the line. Best administrator of my time. Doesn't matter, that's the thing about it. Every single win has a number on it. 17, 17, best king in the world, can't clean. Printed holy books, built temples, gave alms. Trying to buy some quiet from my palms. Monks all told me that the debt was paid. 17, still 17, unmade. I don't have a defense, I don't have a lie. Ask me if I do it twice, I would. That's the crime. Took it from a child, took it from a child. Won the crown, lost the smile. Took it from a child, took it from a child. 17 forever in the file. Took it from a child, took it from a child. 17 forever in the file. Took it from a child, took it from a child. Ruled it well, but the record's wild. Took it from a child, took it from a child. Never gonna be reconciled. Got the throne, lost the sleep. Built the temple still can't sleep. 7 temples still can't sleep. 17, 17, 17. Took it from a child, took it from a child. Won the crown, lost the smile. Took it from a child, took it from a child. 17 forever in the file. Took it from a child, took it from a child. Took it from a child, took it from a child. Never gonna be reconciled. Took it from a child. 17, 17, yeah. Six said no, 6 of us. 1 answer, 6 said no. 6 said no, 6 of us. 1 answer, 6 said no. Don't call me sir, I'm a servant of a king, and the king is not the man you bring. My king is a boy in a river town. You're a man who took another person's crown. 6 of us said the 6 of us got asked, and 6 got asked today. 6 said nay, can't have 2 kings, that's not how it works. 1 name on mouth and it isn't yours. Take my rank, take my house, take my land, take my life, that's fine. But understand, nothing you can do can make my mouth turn. 6 said no, and the 6 don't learn names. Put them down, put them all in a row. 6 men, 1 answer, and the answer was no, not brave, just clear. There's a difference there when you know the answer. There's nothing to bear. Power bends a person, that's what it's for. Some people break instead, and the break is the door. 6 said no. 6 said no, 1 king only, that's the code. 6 said no, 6 said no, kill the man, the name still grows. 6 said no, 6 said no, bent the world but not the throat. 6 said no, 6 said no, 600 years, and the name still hold. They say I laughed while the iron came down. Said the metal wasn't hot enough to brown. Might be legend, might be both. Either way, I didn't break the oath. King asked me why I would betray him, so I said you're the one who did that. So turn the question round and look at your own hand. I'm standing where I stood when I began. Bent began. Bent tree lives a long time broken tree. Becomes a line, something you remember, something you can quote. Broken tree don't rot, it floats. Power's got a term, 6 so loyalty's got 600. 6 ends a person, that's what it's for. Some people break instead, and it shows you know our names, that's the code. 6 said no, 6 said no, kill the man, the names and the no is still here. Power bends a person, that's what it's for. Some people break instead, and the break is the door. That's for some people break instead. 6 said no, 1 king only, that's the code. 6 said no, 6 said no, kill the man, the name still grows. 6 said no, 6 said no, bent the world but not the throw, then the name still hold. Ask me again. Ask me again. Ask me again. Ask me again. No, ask me again. 6 said no, kill the man, the name still grows. 6 said no, 6 said no, bent the world but not the throat. 6 said no, 6 said no, 600 years, and the name still holds. 6 said no, 1 king only, that's the code. 6 said no, 6 said no, kill the man, the name still grows. 6 said no, 6 said no, bent the world but not the throat. 6 said no, 6 said no, 600 years, and the name still holds. 6 said no, still no, still no, yeah. Written in law, bigger than the king, bigger than us all. Built it with a sword, now we hold it with a page. Kings are gonna change, law don't change with age. 1 man started it, another finished it. 100 years of work in the country's a document. 6 books, taxes, ceremony line, military punishment, public work too. Everything a country has to do. What rank gets, what pay, that's written. What a crime costs, what a court can do. Written down so it's the same for me and you. Same rule for the far and the near, not the king's mood, and the law will stay. Law isn't there to give the king his power. Law is there to hold him in the tower. Minister can quote it back to the throne. Farmer can quote it to the man he's shown. Written in law, bigger than the king, bigger than us all. Written in law, paper holds it up so the walls don't fall. Written in law, same for the big, same for the small. Written in law, moments from the day we broke the ground. Sword, blood, brush, and a lot of sound. Man who drew the city, man who took the crown. Man who made the letters, man who wrote it down. For four is one machine, nobody live who saw the whole thing. That's how a country gets built for real. Generations handing off the wheel, nobody finishes. That's the actual hardest part. Do your piece and pass it on. Trust somebody after you was strong. People who carried the stones got no name. People who wrote the code got the fame. Both of them are standing tall. Law isn't there to give the king his power. Law is there to hold him in the tower. Minister can quote it back to the throne. Farmer can quote it to the man he's shown. Written in law, bigger than the king, bigger than us all. Written in love so the walls don't fall. Same for the big, same for the small. Written in law, same for the big, same for the small. Country isn't built in out. Written in law, paper holds it up so the walls don't fall. Written in law, same for the big, same for the small. Written in law, read it back to me, that's the call. Written in law, bigger than the king, bigger than us all, yeah. One gong, then silence. 500 years. 27 kings. 500 years. Started at a river with a man turning back. Walked to a new city with a plan and a map, man. With a brush drew the streets and died, man. With a sword killed his brothers for the ride. Man with a mind made a set of letters new. Gave away his eyes so a farmer could read to. Slave built a clock that could measure the sky. Uncle took a throne from a boy who had to die. 6 men said no and they died standing straight. Then they wrote it all down and it turned into a state. 100 years. 4 kings, 1 design, every single piece of it is on the body. Saw the whole thing get done, everybody hand it off to someone, that's how it works, that's the only way. 500 years, 1 relay. Thrones are empty, palaces are tourist scholars. Brushes locked behind museum doors, but the letters that they made are in your hand. 500 years and they still stand. 500 years, 500 years, 7 kings and a million tears. 500 years, 500 names are gone, but the letter here. 500 years, but the letters wanna write here. 500 years, power moves on, but the culture stays clear. 500 years, 500 years, and the next ones we're right here. A photo now, people walk through, God takes a selfie where the king used to guard, house empty, gates wide open too, anybody can walk in, that's new. But go to the market, go to any school, everybody's using the 28 tool phone in your hand, typing out your night, their hand, typing out your night, same's glowing in the same light. Kings all died and the language lived, that's the whole lesson. That's what it gives, power's got a season, culture's got for forever. Sword builds it up, letters hold it together. This isn't a song about kings at all, it's about it's about what stayed standing after the fall. Not the crown, not the throne, not the war, just the letters and the law. And the thrones are empty, palaces are tourist scholars. Brushes locked, museum doors, but the letters that they made are in your hand. 500 years and they still stand. 500 years, 500 years, 7 kings and a million tears. 500 years, 500 names are gone, but the letter here. 500 years and we're the next one to ride here. Sword made the country, brush kept it alive. Letters carried all of us to the here and now. 500 years not done. 500 years, the next one. 500 years don't stop. 500 years, 500 years, 7 kings, 7 tears. 500 years, 500 years, names are gone, but the letter here. 500 years, 500. Turn around, yeah. Turn around. 500 years, start right now. Standing at the river and the water's running cold. Orders in my hand say go and take the road. Every soldier here is somebody's son as well. Food is gone, winter's coming, men are getting thin. If I cross this water, none of them come home again. They call it duty, I call it a waste. Look into the eyes, tell me what's he in the face. I could keep on walking, be a loyal man. Die a hero's name in a foreign land. Or I turn this horse and I take the blame. Traitor, rebel, whatever's my name. I'm not crossing. Everything I know I'm about to be tossing. One decision and the world gets new. Turn around, that's what I'm gonna do. Every road goes two ways. One of them is history, one of them is graves. I picked the one where my people stay alive. Turn around, turn around, turn around. Turn around, turn around. I'm not crossing that river now. Turn around, turn around. Point the blade at my own crown. Turn around, turn around. Everything is changing now. Turn around, turn around. 500 years start right now. Summer 1388, the night was long. Generals on the knees telling me I'm strong, calling me the king before I said a word. I never asked for this, that's the funny part I heard. I came out here a soldier going home a threat. Blood already on me and I ain't even bled. Kingdom's getting old and the walls are getting thin. Somebody's gotta build it up again. There's a man with a brush and a plan in his head. Says a draw a country if I clear the way ahead. Turn around, turn around. Sword and brush together, that's a nation right there. One and brush together, that's a nation right there. One of us does the killing, one of us doesn't care. Take a breath, take a step, take the weight. Nobody wants you what it costs to make a state. It's not a glory story, it's a debt. Turn around and I'm paying it yet. Every road goes two ways. One of them is history, one of them is graves. I picked the one where my people stay alive. Turn around, turn around, turn around. Turn around, turn around. I'm not crossing that river now. Turn around, turn around. Point the blade at my own crown. Turn around, turn around. Everything is changing now. Turn around, turn around. 500 years start right now. History is written by the ones who win, but I know exactly what I broke to begin. Turn around, that's the price. That's the price. That's the price. 500 years start right now. Turn around, turn around. I'm not crossing that river now. Turn around, turn around. Point the blade at my own crown. Turn around, turn around. Everything is changing now. 500 years start right now. Turn around, turn around. Turn around, turn around. 500 years start are. I drew the line, yeah, I drew the lines. I drew the lines. I drew the lines. I drew the lines. Never held a sword, never learned to fight. Built a whole country with a brush at night. Name the palace, name the gate, name the hall. Every road in the city, I drew them all. Where the market goes, where the temple stands, which way the throne faces, all from these hands. People see a city, I see my page. Every single line was a choice I made. Put the people first, wrote it in the code. King is not a god, that's the law I wrote. Heaven doesn't pick him, the people do. That one line is gonna get me killed, I knew. Still I wrote it down, still I signed my name. Some things matter more than staying in the game. You can burn the man, but you can't burn the plan. I drew the lines and the lines still stand. Sword takes a life, brush makes a country. One of them is loud, one of them is money in the ground for centuries. I drew the lines, I drew the lines. Built a kingdom in my mind. I drew the lines, I drew the lines. Killed the man but not design. I drew the lines, I drew the lines. 600 years and you still walk mine. I drew the lines, I drew the lines. Look around, that's mine. Prince asked me a question, said choose one side. King is all the power or the people decide. I gave him the answer that I knew was true. Country's for the people, that included you. He didn't like it, didn't say a word. Sent some men that night and that's the last I heard. Blood on the street that I designed myself. Ironic little ending on the history shelf. But here's the funny thing about a plan. It doesn't die the day they kill the man. Dynasty erased me, took my name off the wall. Then they built the whole thing on my protocol. 600 years and the map is still true. Walk the same streets that I drew for you. Subway underneath it, towers on the top. Same lines, they never stop. Sword takes a life, brush makes a country. One of them is loud, one of them is money in the ground for centuries. I drew the lines, I drew the lines, built a kingdom in my mind. I drew the lines, I drew the lines, killed the man but not design. I drew the lines, I drew the lines, 600 years and you still walk mine. Couldn't take the streets, couldn't take the plan, couldn't take the shape of what I ran. I drew the lines, I drew the lines, look around, that's mine.
Blood on the crown, yeah. 5 sons, 1 chair, blood on the crown.
Brother is a soft word in a royal house. Same father, 5 swords, somebody's going out. I'm the 5th one born, so the math says no change in math. Then that's how I go. Crown Prince is 11, he's a child in a robe. Father made the pick and he sealed my road. I'm not dying quiet in a country home, so I moved at midnight, I moved alone. Took the palace to the gate to guard. Every door I walked through got a little more hard. Somebody had to fall for the country to stand. That's what I told myself with the blood on my hand. Won the throne, won the war, won the name. Every single win came with the same face. In the mirror asking who I am. Blood on the crown of a made man. I don't ask for pity, I don't need a friend, and I made the country stronger in the end. But nobody tells you what the crown costs. Blood on the crown and the sleep is lost. Blood on the crown, blood on the crown. Brothers went down, brothers went down. Got the blood I can't lay down. Blood on the crown, blood on the crown. Blood on the crown, blood on the crown. Blood on the crown, blood on the crown. Won the game but I lost the sound. Nobody sleeps in this town. Blood on the crown, blood on the crown. Father never looked at me again till he died. Couldn't cry at mother's grave, couldn't even try. Now I'm on the throne and the country strong. Every single night though they come along. Faces at the door that I close myself. Brothers in the hallway, ghosts on the shelf. So I made a choice and I made it clear. My son when I carry what I carry here. Kill the in-laws, kill the debt, kill the plan. Take every bad thing on my own hand. He gets a clean country, clean name, clean start. I'll be the villain, that's the harder part. Let him write me down as the one with a knife. Let him be remembered as the light. I don't need a story, I need the state. Blood on the crown of the one they hate. I don't ask for pity, I don't need a friend. And I made the country stronger in the end. But nobody tells you what the crown costs. Blood on the crown and the sleep is lost. Blood on the crown, blood on the crown. Brothers went down, brothers went down. Got the blood I can't lay down. Blood on the crown, blood on the crown. Blood on the crown, blood on the crown. Blood on the crown, blood on the crown. Won the game but I lost the sound. Nobody sleeps in this town. Blood on the crown, blood on the crown. I'll be the bad guy, you be the good king. I take the killing, you take the everything. Love your people, son, love them like I couldn't. Blood stays on my hands, so yours never should've. Blood on the crown, blood on the crown. Brothers went down, brothers went down. Got the blood I can't lay down. Blood on the crown, blood on the crown. Blood on the crown, blood on the crown. Blood on the crown, blood on the crown. Won the game but I lost the sound. Nobody sleeps in this town. Blood on the crown, blood on the crown. Blood on the crown, he sleeps, I don't. Blood on the crown, that's the deal. Hanyang, Hanyang, Hanyang. New city, new name, Hanyang. Hanyang, Hanyang. New name, Hanyang, Hanyang. Old cities full of ghosts from another crown. Can't build something new on somebody's old ground. So we pack the whole kingdom and we move it out. Find a piece of land and we plant it down. Mountain at my back, in the river at my feet. Green hills either side, in the air, send the air sweet. Read the land, read the water, read the sky. This is a place, don't ask me why. 1394 and we break the earth. Every single stone of birth, palace in the middle. Gates on every site's in a grid where the people ride. Name every building for the thing it means. Justice, virtue, brightness, that's this. It's a thought out, not just a city. It's a thought out loud, new capital. New crown, new crowd. 600 years is a long time, building's gonna change. But you can't move a line, walk the street today and you're walking my new city. New name, still shine. New city, new name, Hanyang. High mountain at my back, river in my hand, new city, new name, Hanyang, Hanyang. I'm shrine on the left and the altar on that, everything in order, everything in sight, not just for the beauty, it's a way to say here's how we live now. Here's the way who carries stone, nobody wrote it down, thousands of hands built this whole town, names all gone, but their grandkids walk here, same street, same air. 600 years, king gets a palace, but the city's for us. That's what the man with the brush, that's what the man's discuss. With the brush discuss, not a royal fortress, it's a public place. Every single sitting got a space. Now there's glass towers where the fields used to be trains underground, running silently on top of the plan we made. 600 years is a long time, building's gonna change, but you can't move a line, walk the street today, and you're walking my new city, new name, still shine. 600 years is a long time, building's gonna change, but you can't move a line, walk the street today, and you're walking my new city, new name, still shine. New city, new name, Hanyang, high mountain at my back, river in my hand, new city, new name, Hanyang, Hanyang. Yeah, 500 years standing where I stand, new city, new name, Hanyang, 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 Hanyang. They gave it a new name later on, doesn't matter. The bones on the straw, standing where I stand, new city, new name, Hanyang, Hanyang. Yeah, 500 years standing where I stand, new city, new name, Hanyang, Hanyang, Hanyang. Still here, yeah. Heavy is the chair, nobody told me. Heavy is the chair. Chair is made of gold and it hurts my back. Thought it would be soft, that's a fact I lacked. Everybody bowing, it looks so body says my name. That's enough, your majesty, your highness, my lord, my king. Every single title, but not the real thing. Mother used to call me by the name I had. She's gone now, so the name went bad. Sicking calls that decide who lives, who fights. Sign the paper, thousands of it died. Then I go to bed and I count and lie. Nobody in this palace is a friend of mine. Everybody wants a piece, everybody's kind. Kind to the crown, not the man in the seat. Heavy, heavy, heavy on me. Highest in the land, loneliest in the air. Everybody bows. Heavy is the chair. Heavy is the chair. Heavy is the chair. Everybody bows, but nobody's there. Heavy is the chair. Heavy is the chair. Highest in the land, loneliest stare. Heavy is the chair. Heavy is the chair. Can't put it down, can't get out of here. Heavy is the chair. Heavy is the chair. Nobody said it, nobody cares. Even my son sees a king, not a dad. Even my wife sees a crown that I had. Talk about the country, never about me. That's the trade, that's the fee. Did I ever want this? Let me think it through. No answer comes because I'm already through. Stairs only go one way when you're up here. No retirement, only the end of the year. They say the king is chosen from above. Feels more like a chain than a sign of love. Every day is judgment, every night is proof. Heavy is the chair under this roof. Heavy is the chair under this roof. Court is over, everybody leaves. Big empty hall and a little bit of breeze. That I'm just a man, tired and scared. Heavy, heavy, heavy on me. Highest in the land, loneliest in the air. Everybody bows. Heavy is the chair. When the meeting's done and the door is closed and the lamp burns low and nobody knows, I'm just a person tired and scared, sitting in the dark. Heavy is the chair. Heavy is the chair. Heavy is the chair. Nobody's there. Yeah. Lights still on, yeah, lights still on. We've been up since dawn. lights still on. Midnight came and went and nobody moved. Every window glowing in the reading room. Reading room, 6 of us, 8 of us, brushes and ink, trying to catch a sound, trying to think, how do you draw a noise? That's the question here. How do you make a shape that a mouth can wear? The tongue, draw the throat, draw the teeth, look where the sound is coming from beneath. King came down himself and he sat with us, doesn't stop, doesn't fuss, nobody dares come why he's here, he just wants it done. That's clear. 5 places in the mouth make 5 shapes, sky and earth in person make 3 more takes, 28 total. That's the whole set, simplest system anybody's made. Yeah, this isn't just letters, it's a way to think. Sound they drop becomes a picture with a drop of ink. 10 years for the old way, 3 days for this light still on, cause we can't miss. Lights still on, lights still on. We've been up since dawn, making something gonna outlive every light still on. Lights still on, lights on brushes never gone. Kings don't last, but Larry on. Lights still on, lights still on. Writing takes a decade just to start. Rich kids learn it, poor kids stay out. Knowledge is a wall is high. We're about to knock a door in the side. Farmers gonna read, merchant right, woman in the market gonna use it tonight. Everybody, that's the plan. 28 letters in a poor man's hand. We know what we're doing, that's the wild part. Building something bigger than the state. We're in Dynasty, will fall. That's just how it goes, letters gonna live. Everybody knows sun's coming up and they dry. Somebody sleeping with their head on the side. Somebody still writing, somebody still gone. Lights still on, lights still on. This isn't just letters, it's a way to think. Sound they drop becomes a picture with a drop of ink. 10 years for the old way, 3 days for this light still on, cause we can't miss. 600 years from tonight, somebody's gonna type these shapes on a light, won't know our names, and that's alright. Lights still on, lights still on, lights still on, lights still on. We've been up since dawn, making something gonna outlive every light still on. Lights still on, lights on brushes never gone. Kings don't last, but Larry on. Lights still on, lights still on. Lights still on, lights still on, lights still on. 28 letters for the people. 28. Our speech doesn't fit in a borrowed sound. Words come out, there's no to write them down. Farmer's got a case, but he can't file a word. Breaks the law, he never read, never heard. That's not his fault, that's a failure of mine. King's supposed to fix it, so I drew a line. 28 letters, easy on the eye. Learn it in 3 days and you're good to fly. Anybody can use it, that's the point of it. Rich or poor or young, it's a perfect zone. Made it out of shapes that your mouth already makes. Sky and ground in person, that's all it takes. Simple like a 28 letters, simple like a line. 10 of yours, not mine, 10 you learn the old way. 3 days for this, knowledge was a locked door. Now it's just a list. 28 letters for the people, learn them in 3 days. 28 read it, write it, say what you wanna say. 28 King's little gift and it never went away. 28 King's little gift and it never went away. Still typing on them today. Some of my own men said don't do this. Said we'll look like outsiders, said we'll look like this. Said the great big neighbor's gonna take offense. I said what about the people, is that nothing left? So I pushed it through and I signed it myself. People with power always guard the gate. Letters of power so they wanna keep it late. I went the other knowledge, watch the country grow stout. Strong nation isn't one that keeps you dumb. Strong nation teaches everyone. Made in 1443, out and still hits. Kids on a screen typing love tonight. 28 letters glowing in the line. 10 of yours, not mine, 10 you learn the old way. 3 days for this, knowledge was a locked door. Now it's just a list. 28 letters for the people, learn them in 3 days. 28 read it, write it, say what you wanna say. 28 King's little gift and it never I said no to the king. I said no. I said no. I said no. I said no. Yeah. Your Majesty, forgive me, but I have to speak. I'm against the letters, and here's my reason. Please rewrote in the old script for 1,000 years. Shared it with the big neighbor, kept the peace clear. Now we make our own, and we stand alone. Do we become outsiders on our own throne? I'm not saying this for me, I'm saying it for us. Break the old order, and you break everybody's clapping, and I'm standing still. Someone's gotta say the thing, nobody will. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe history says so, but silence is worse. So I said no, wrote it on a scroll, and I signed my name. Knew that it could cost me. Walked into the hall with my life in my hand. Said the thing, oh, then I made my stand. Might be the fool, might be the ghost, might be the name that they hate the most. But a country where nobody says no is a country that's already closed. I said no, I said no, I said no to the king. I said no, I was wrong, but I was wrong, but I spoke. I said no, I said no, I said no. Lost the fight, kept the throat, say the thing you gotta say though. I said no, I said no. King looked at me and he asked me plain, what about the farmer who can't write his name? I had no answer. That's the truth, right there, stood there quiet in the palace air. Was I guarding order or guarding my seat? Honest question and it's hard to meet. I built my whole life on the way it was. Maybe that's the actual, because history wrote me as the man who blocked the door. Fair enough, I lost and I lost for sure, but he threw me in a cell and then he let me out. That's the part I want you thinking about. King who lets you argue is a king who's strong. Country that allows to know what's going long. Never got the credit and I don't want it now. Just glad we had a room where I could bow. Might be the fool, might be the ghost, might be the name that they hate the most. But a country where nobody says no is a country that's already closed. I said no, I said no, I said no to the king. I said no, I was wrong, but I was wrong, but I spoke. I said no, I said no, I said no. Lost the fight, kept the throat, say the thing you gotta say though. I said no, I said no. I stood on the losing side, I'll take that. But the freedom to stand there, that's the real fact. He could have killed me, he let me live. That's the strength of the country, that's the gift. I said no to the king. I said no, I was wrong, but I was wrong, but I spoke. I said no, lost the fight, kept the throat, say the thing you gotta say though. I said no, I said no, I said no, I said no to the king. I said no, I was wrong, but I was wrong, but I spoke. I said no, lost the fight, kept the throat, say the thing you gotta say though. I said no, I said no, I said no. I said no, and I lived. That's the point, yeah. Slave made the clock. Yeah. Bottom of the ladder, top of the sky. Slave made the clock. Born at the bottom, mother was on. No name in the book, no seat, no throne. But my hands understood how a thing was built. Touch a piece of metal and I feel the tilt. Made a water clock that told the hour right. Water drops falling and it strikes on time. Made a sundial that reads a shadow line. Made a rain gauge, put the weather numbers fine. Made a sky machine that maps the stars. Nobles couldn't read the drawings, that's ours. Made a sky machine that maps the stars. Nobles couldn't read the drawings, that's ours. They had the titles, I had the eye. Class doesn't tell you who can measure sky. Bottom of the ladder, building tools for the crown. Nobody expected that, look around. Every farmer plants by the calendar I fixed. Slave made the clock and the country ticks. Class put you in a box. Talent takes the lid, they can take my name off. Can't take what I did. Slave made the clock, slave made the clock. Measure to the sky from the bottom of the rock. Measure to the sky from the bottom of the rock. Slave made the clock, slave made the clock. Slave made the clock, slave made the clock. Name is gone, but the gears don't stop. Slave made the clock, slave made the clock. Nobody's birth is a lock, lock. Slave made the clock, slave made the clock. Tick, 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 never stop. Tick, 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 never stop. King raised me up to an officer's rank. Court went crazy, said he shouldn't have stank. Court went crazy, said he shouldn't stank. Said a slave's son shouldn't wear the robe. King said talent gets to work, that's a cold one sentence. Changed everything for me. Man looked past the label and he actually saw me. That's all it takes, sometimes that's it. Somebody with power giving you a bit. Then a royal carriage broke and they blame my hand. Strip me of the title, wipe me off the land. Don't even know where I died or when. No grave, no record, no again. But the clocks I built kept running through the years. But the clocks I built kept running through the years. Water still dropping, shadow still clear. Museums got 'em standing under glass. Slave made the clock and the clock outlast. Class put you in a box. Talent takes a lid, they can take my name off. Can't take what I did. Slave made the clock, slave made the clock. Measure to the sky from the bottom of the rock. Measure to the sky from the bottom of the rock. Slave made the clock, slave made the clock. Slave made the clock, slave made the clock. Name is gone, but the gears don't stop. Slave made the clock, slave made the clock. Nobody's birth is a lock, lock. Slave made the clock, slave made the clock. Tick, 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 never stop. Tick, tick, tick. 600 years and it still goes. Tick, tick, tick. Slave made the clock and everybody knows. Slave made the clock. Gears don't stop. Gears don't stop. Yeah. Going blind, it's alright. Going blind. Going blind, it's alright. Got the light. Letters getting fuzzy on the page tonight. Doctor says it's my eyes, says I need to rest right. Can't rest though, got a mountain on the desk. People aren't waiting while the king takes a break. Sugar in the blood and my legs don't work. Been sick since 30 and it's getting worse. But the reading room still has a lamp on high. And I still got pages, so I still try. Hold the paper closer, hold it to the flame. Squint until the shapes come back again. Somebody reads it out loud to me now. That's fine, that works, that's how. Made a set of letters so the country can see. Kinda funny that it's costing me. Trade my eyes for a million eyes open. That's not a loss, that's what I'm hoping. Body of a king is a tool, not a prize. Use it till it breaks and you close your eyes. They can read now, that's the whole design. Going blind, dying, going blind, I'm fine. Going blind, going blind. Made the letters, lost my sight. Going blind, going blind. They can read now, I'm alright. Going blind, going blind. Give my eyes, they get the light. Going blind, going blind. Worth it, worth it, worth it, worth the night. Court said go and sit in the hot spring. Went and sat and it didn't do a thing. Came back, sat back down, picked up the brush. Nothing left to see, so I listen and I trust. Eyes are going, but the ears still work. Run the country talking, that's a fair perk. Sign with my hand where they pointed out. Still the king, still about 54 years old when the lights went out. 32 years on the throne, no doubt. Didn't leave a palace, didn't leave a wall. Left 28 legends, that's more than a wall. Wall falls down, letters never fall. Kids in the future gonna type my design. So I'm alright, going blind. Body of a king. Body of a king is a tool, not a prize. Use it till it breaks and you close your eyes. They can read now, that's the whole design. Going blind, dying, going blind, I'm fine. Going blind, going blind. Made the letters, lost my sight. Going blind, going blind. They can read now, I'm alright. Going blind, going blind. Give my eyes, they get the light. Going blind, going blind. Worth it, worth it, worth it, worth the night. Dark now, that's okay. Somewhere a farmer reads today. Dark now, that's alright. I gave my eyes, they got the light. Going blind, it's alright. They got the light.